This video is going to be all about waiting. And when Mum came to us for this project, she mentioned that Phyllis was very impatient.
佢餐廳成日因為佢實在太過衝動啦，佢只係放低佢張凳度，佢已經隻手勁快手咁攞晒啲匙羹啊、筷子啊，跟住揼啊或者食啊咁樣啦。佢好中意巴士，好想快啲坐上去上邊，好想扣個安全帶。我話要排隊啊，咁佢話唔排隊，跟住自己就會衝咗上去前面咁樣咯。佢掠唔到佢想要嘅嘢，咁佢就會掠地啦。
And actually, a real problem arose when she was leaving her house, and as she was locking the door, she'd asked him to wait, but he didn't, and he ran off down the escalator. So you can imagine how terrifying that would be if you were a parent. So where do we begin? Well, we start off by, just having Phyllis work with us and see when we ask him to wait and set up some situations where we might want him to, not be grabbing things and just kind of wait for us to do something. What's his response and how does he do?
等陣先，係啦，唔好掂我啲嘢住，我要抹乾淨張台，你睇到幾濕。你擺低先，係啊，我要抹乾淨張台先，你睇下濕晒啦。係啊，唔好掂住，係啦，唔好掂住啊，等我一陣，等陣。我唔等陣。等，係啦，等我一陣啊，整緊嘢啊，係啊，我要準備好先可以一齊玩㗎嘛。未準備好啊，等啊，係啊。
I think he knows what we want him to do, and in fact you see in that video he actually says to Robin, I don't want to wait. And he gets kind of frustrated after a while, and you notice he actually becomes a little bit aggressive and tries to hit Robin. So we started our journey by having him wait for just a count of 10. With him, I think we could be a bit more ambitious. Some children you might start with less. I felt we could probably be successful with this. And there's a toy that he likes to play, and Robin brings him to a space which is kind of just on a mat, and we want him to stay there and wait, not just go grab the toy till the count of 10. So there's a degree of impulse control there. Like he really wants to go play that toy. We're counting, and because there's that structure, he knows it's going to end at the count of 10, and then I can do what I want to do. And actually he followed this very quickly and very easily.
你要玩乜嘢啊？玩微波爐好啊！咁我哋咧要企好等喎。OK 呢度係啦，企好等㗎。10、9、8、7，仲要企好啊，叻仔。6、5、4、3、2、1。OK， 等得好好。
The next phase you're going to see here is something similar, and Ambrose here is going to ask him to wait. And there's a toy he wants to go and play across the room. And in this example, Ambrose is not actually doing the counting. So actually this is a bit more of a difficult phase because Phyllis doesn't actually know how long he has to wait. He's just going to wait for Ambrose's cue. This is far more likely what's going to happen in the real world. People don't usually count when they are having to wait. And again, in this video, you'll see he's doing quite well with that.
係啦，企定定等啊！係啊，仲等緊㗎，企得好好，仲等緊啊，仲有企定定喎，夠鐘啦，等完啦，我哋玩接飯仔啦。
In this next video, we've really faded the counting out altogether. Ambrose is busy because he's got to tidy some things away before we go to another place. He's given the same instruction, and he waits very nicely.
我使唔使企喺度企定定等一等 ？Amber 執嘢，跟住我哋一齊行過去啊！係啦，企定定等嘅，我執好啲嘢先喎。我知你等得好好啊，仲有企好等啊，好叻喎，係喎，企好等嘅喎。OK， 哇，企得好好，搞掂，我哋一齊行過去啦。我哋今次玩雪糕啦。
It's not always the case that when he's waiting that somebody's going to be right with him. There's probably a lot more chance that he will wait if somebody stood right there, because maybe he might think, oh, they're going to stop me from going there. But sometimes children are required to wait when we're not there. It might be that mum has to go in the kitchen to get something, or they're in a place where mum or dad or the teacher needs to be doing something without watching the student. So in this video, you'll see Ambrose. He asked him to wait outside. the kitchen as he goes in to go get something else. So it's quite difficult because he doesn't know how long he needs to wait for. There's tons of toys, all around him in front, which you can't see, which he probably wants to go play, but he does a very, very nice job of waiting for Ambrose to come back out of the kitchen.
呢度水木下，我哋冇晒水啦，你個水樽飲晒啦，或者你企喺度等一等 ，Ambrose 幫你斟水，係啦，企喺度啦，好啦喎，仲要企定定啊，等一等咯喎。哦呦 ，Jackson 放手啦，这是。哇，好叻喎！你真係有企度等我啦，你真好啦。
We're trying to bridge into sort of everyday things he might be doing, and this is a good example of that. See Jane, she's doing kind of an activity with him. There's lots of very attractive things in this activity that he's going to want to touch and grab.
我哋要整個餅㗎，睇下點樣整。不過咧，Jane 姐姐漏咗啲餐具度，所以你要等一陣先。OK， 等一等喎，得唔得 ？OK。你攞啲餐具咧嚇，我哋拎嗰個盤過嚟，因為陣間可以擺落去焗爐度焗啊，仲拎咗匙羹添啊！你等一陣先，等一陣喎，因為咧我要示範一次點樣整啊，你等一陣咯喎。我哋擺入去焗爐度焗好唔好咧？
He also had some problems in the lift. As many children with lift buttons are very attractive to press. Phyllis likes the lift quite a lot. So we wanted him to be able to wait with the parents without going to the lift, without pressing the buttons, and just to kind of wait nicely.
你出嚟幫我揀啦。好嘢，好啦，嗱，我哋而家咧練習咧，企定定攞上嚟，我哋企喺度等嗰啲喎。係咯，仲企得好好喎。邊度嚟先？仲有企好等啊！呢個冇打開。係咯，嗰度未到啊。哦，呢度啦。OK， 我哋落去 ground floor 啊。好啦，我先幫到啦，企好咗等等。
So we had the mum start to practice in the office with some everyday things, and this was kind of a snack routine. And there's a few things he usually has to do at home in getting ready for his snacks. One is like washing his hands, or maybe wiping his mouth, or maybe she's starting to put the things out on the table and she doesn't want him to just to start grabbing everything. This is a very everyday routine.
係喎，你有等待，你做得好好喎，隻手仔有擺台面喎。OK， 好啦，咁我俾2塊你啦。好，嚟隻手仔擺台面嘅，係手仔擺台面，係啦，1、2，哇！你做得好好喎，你有等待喎。好，未得，我未話開始食，係啦，等下我哋數10聲啦，10聲先開始食喎。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。哇！你做得好好喎，可以食咯喎。
Dad was in on the last day. Dad is often one of the people that brings him to the bathroom when they're in the community and out and about. And that is often a problem time because when Dad is like at the sink washing his hands, Phyllis may leave the bathroom and go somewhere else. And if you're in the community and that happens, that could be kind of worrying. So here's a video of Dad practicing him washing his hands and getting the paper while Phyllis waits for him in the bathroom and does again really, really well with that task.
Phyllis 係咪等緊啊？係喎，企喺度 Phyllis 好喎，1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。 6、7、8、10，係好，爸爸去抹手先 ，Phyllis 等下。
It was really wonderful to see Phyllis really waiting nicely with mum and dad in lots of different sort of functional, useful situations.